6741. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the show. Thank you.
What up, Jelly Bean?
All right. So, we're going to get started this. So, Mercedes Moné, while we were away, she challenged Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's World Championship, and she lost that match. And then she also had a unification match for Red Velvet, which she did win, but over the weekend at ROH Final Battle, Mercedes lost the title to Red Velvet. And post-match, she crashed out. Even crashed out backstage. An excellent crash out, by the way. I thought it was really well done. And then she was met by Layla Gray. Layla Gray challenged her to a match of Collision for the TBS Championship, and Mercedes ends up winning that match and retaining the title. Now, we've been talking about this all year about what a downfall for Mercedes would actually look like, and in the last few weeks, she's lost the big one with the AEW Women's World Championship, and she's also lost the TV title, as I just stated. So, what do you think is going to happen with Mercedes Moné at this moment in time? Like, is the downfall going to continue? Because we kept saying, how is this going to look on TV when she actually starts to lose these titles, and will she continue to spiral out of control? And the fact that she has not won the big one also has made her story really well. What do you think?
Man, so it seems like the writing's on the wall that this is going to be where she's going to start dropping the belts, maybe go to a lot of these smaller promotions and do some favors. I wanted to kind of mention this like a week or two ago on the show where, 13 belts, Moné, with, obviously the Ring of Honor TV title being the 13th belt. End of the day, she is a mark for belts. I felt like that was a beautiful opportunity for her to make herself 14 belts, Moné, because when she was the interim champion, and then when she unified, became undisputed TV champion, she should have took Red Velvet's red strap belt and had both. And then I was like, all right, I felt like this was something fishy and was going to be the start of it, because it's like she's running around, she's still got the Owen, which she's that champion, but that's not something she's going to defend. So why not have two versions of another belt just to help rank it up? So I do think this is going to be the beginning of her doing some favors, eventually dropping pretty much everything up until, I'm guessing, the TBS title will be the last one she drops. Unless she drops the TBS, and then I think it'll be beautiful for indie wrestling if she goes around, drops 6 to 10 of these belts that, unfortunately don't have like huge meanings. But if she were to like drop the TBS title first, I would anticipate she's just going to vacate all those belts and then they'll figure out. But if she's going to go around, do favors, and make stars out of, half a dozen people, great for her and great for the industry.
Yeah. So I kind of like the idea of her like crashing out and losing everything, but then finally winning the big one, because we talked about this the entire time. It's like, okay, like all the belts thing has been overdone for the last 10 years by pretty much everybody. She's pretty much the one, her and probably Austin Aries were the only one that actually kind of like brought these things to television. But she's
the one. Oh my God, you can't say Austin did it better than Kenny.
No, I'm not saying that. Well,
I was about to say, I don't even remember what belts Austin Aries had.
No, the Kenny thing kind of flew over my head. Yeah. Kenny Omega did it as well. But the whole
and don't get me wrong, like whether she goes on and starts dropping these belts now or does it for months, I think her going around being a belt collector was the best thing for her Mercedes persona and character, because I think any Mercedes / Sasha haters, especially when like she went and like she left WWE, I think it took a little while for them, and like you even said, like for her to find her character. But those people who were like, they were just hating, and then all of a sudden, like she's out there giving banger and banger, and then it's like, oh, okay, this like, yeah, she still got it. She's really still all that. She's really still one of the best women's wrestlers now and of all time. So I don't think it's, I don't know how many times we've seen someone with one belt and we're like, all right, just get it off them. They're doing nothing with it. And I think her with all these belts has been great for her character.
Yeah. And this scene, the crash out, I think is is worth it. And the downfall is going to be the perfect way for her to probably finally kind of pick herself back up by winning the AEW Women's World Championship. That's the main thing that somewhat she can make the argument that started it all of her downfall, was losing that match again for the AEW Women's World title, and that she has yet to be able to obtain it. So I'm looking forward to what happens with Mercedes Moné in 2026, because she's had a great year, and we talked about it through the entire year. She's completely redeemed herself from what we got from her in her first year in AEW. So salute to Mercedes for that.